viewers, welcome to another episode of Indulge and Beyond. So today we have a very special guest and I'm going to introduce with you our guest. So here is our guest, Chandana Di. So Chandana Di is, in this country almost 50 years. She is in the United States almost 50 years, and in Cleveland she is staying here almost more than a decade. So today we have an opportunity to have Chandana Sarkar to show one of her favorite dish, and we're going to show you today. So stay with us. Tell us something about cooking and what you like to cook, and then give us the introduction, what you're going to show us, what you're going to cook us for today.
Thank you for But one of the things is I enjoy cooking and I enjoy to do different things because I'm a foodie, as you can see. And one of the things that I like is to try out something and then to improvise it a little bit to my taste as well as my relatives and friends' taste. So today what I'm going to make is the chicken Rezala.
Oh.
And Rezala, of course, is a very popular dish, but like anything else, Rezala also differs from place to place. Now, I have been away from home for more than 50 years, but of course, when I go back, I always like to try out the different restaurants, and one of them was Sahi, which was really one of my most favorite restaurants for food like this, and I always liked the Rezala that they made. Of course, you can never get the cook's secret from the restaurant, but we got some recipes, and then again, as I said, that we improvised a bit, and then it comes close to it. So I'm going to talk about that today, the chicken Rezala. Chicken Rezala. Now, one of the things cooking any meat, I think marination is a very important thing. Longer you can marinate the meat, I think you have a better taste for that, because all the spices get into it. And so for chicken Rezala, I have marinated the chicken, but I'm going to show you the ingredients that had been used for marination. Usually, I think with my experience that if we can keep the chicken marinated for 6 to 8 hours or overnight, then that's better. So here is some marinated chicken that I have, and what I have in it is this is ground white pepper and black pepper, and this here is for the marination is the Sahi Garam Masalah that I make myself with the different garam masalas and jeera or cumin in it. Do that first is like here, the onion, the ginger, the green pepper, the garlic, they are all made into a paste, and then I marinate the chicken, first adding little bit of the white pepper and then the marinated things in the yogurt, and I keep that marination for overnight. And once we are done with the marination part, then we actually start cooking the Rezala. This is one more ingredient for the Rezala, and which really gives a good taste of it. This paste is made out of cashew. This is called char magaj, which is the melon seed, and this is the poppy seed, which we called posto. So these three, I made a paste. You can soak it for a little while, either with water or with milk. For the decoration part of it, I have used some colorful bell pepper, some mint, and this is called makhana. Makhana is, as you can see, it is the popped lotus seed, which you can really get in any Indian grocery store. And then I toast it a little bit, and these are the things that we would be putting at the end. However, the Rezala we like to serve with some pulao type of a dish with some vegetables in it. And I'm going to get that done simultaneously. Show you my version of vegetable pulao because it's a very easy way to do it, and I always try to look for the easier way. So I have the basmati rice, 2 cups of basmati rice that was washed real well. To that I'm adding little bit of ginger and then some of the whole garam masala, cinnamon, some cardamom, some javitri, couple bay leaves, cloves, and the sajira. Also to that I am adding a little bit of reason and I'm adding some peas and carrots. They were frozen, but since I'm going to use the water, so I don't think it's going to really matter as such. And of course we have to add sugar and some salt to test. And to that I'm adding 1 teaspoon of the ghee or the clarified butter, and then just mix this whole thing together. Rice cooker, either just add little more ghee, or even if you use a Pam or something sprayer, that's fine too, but just so that it does not get stuck in the bottom.
That's a good idea.
First I'll measure it.
Okay.
And this is 1 cup. To let you do that part, if you don't mind. See, it's almost 4 actually.
Yeah.
So what you do is just put 4 cups of water in this.
Okay. This is 3.
And that's 4.
And this is 4.
Yeah. Just put it here and just put it in the rice cooker.
Yeah. It's all ready now?
This is all ready to go, and it will cook on its
okay.
own while we just get back to our Rezala.
So we'll put this in the rice cooker and get it going, and then we'll start with the Rezala.
Right, exactly. Add some. I should measure, but I don't always do that. So, but this is good. This looks like
This is like 2 to 2.5 teaspoons.
and then to that I add 1 spoon, 1.5 spoon, not even half, 1.25 spoon of ghee. Okay, now we are going to add the whole garam masalas, the bay leaves, sajira, then the cardamom, cinnamon, some cloves, and also some black pepper. Good. So here is my marinated meat, and what I'm going to do is to try to take it out of the marination as much possible so we can fry it a bit. And for the demonstration I am using with the boneless part of the meat, but you can add the bone to it for the cooking also. So either way it's okay. We don't really need to add any extra water. So now the meat is turning white, which means that it started really cooking a bit. Now at this point I'm going to add the rest of the marination, just a little bit of marination here. Just very little water just to get the rest of the marination. But pepper powder that I showed before, the white and black pepper powder, and also the rest of the marination with the water. Now I'm going to cover it. Maybe we can add our little bit of salt at this point.
Okay. So how much salt we need?
I would say like about 1 spoon. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because
Cover it?
cover it. Yeah.
Okay, let me just put this one.
Yeah, I'll just have it for a few minutes. This is something you can really make this paste little more in quantity and keep it, and so it stays well for at least a week in the refrigerator. Now the chicken is cooked, so we are going to add to it the paste that we were talking about, and I'm going to add that and mix it. Like to have this, so that's why I'm using some of this colored bell peppers that can go in that, and also will add to the flavor of it, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to put those here, and I'm going to cover it just for a couple minutes, but not even that, because so that the bell pepper kind of gets little softened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn the heat now again back to medium, and so that some of the gravy kind of gets mixed with it. So while this is done, I'm going to actually now turn the thing off. There are two. This is called the keora water. I'm going to add a cap of keora water in it and just first mix that. And remember, when we add this is more for the flavor, and that is another reason why I don't like to add any more garam masala, so that this flavor is distinct.
So this is a keora water, which is a screw pine, that's a screw pine water. It's extracted.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And then another thing and first we just mix it, and then another thing is the rose water. The same thing, 1 capful of that. And to that now, we are going to add the makhanas. Okay, so now we have the finished dinner. Here is our Rezala, which you watched me cook, and I just kind of put it with some garnishes like with the colorful bell peppers and some dried mint. And this is the rice that you watched us, and I really like this rice because it's very easy to make. It's not very greasy, and it goes well with any food, but most importantly, very little hassle in it. Now you can add a salad to it. You can add a green salad, or my favorite salad to serve with this is the fruit chaat, which kind of complements the rest of the things. But today I have some chutney, or the relishes as we call it. This is a berry based chutney, and it's a sweet chutney, and this is the coriander mint chutney that we usually serve with samosas or what have you. So I think that this makes a full dinner.
Yeah.
And now it's time for you to test
everything is
some
ready.
and see how it
The interesting
goes.
part, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for doing all this and showing your favorite dish. So yeah, it's
Yeah, I
time
just
to
loved
taste
it.
now. Okay, so this is the important time.
Yeah, the crucial time.
I cannot wait. So this is the tasting time.
Yeah.
And we're going to try some. I'm going to take. So Chandana, I will also take along with us. So I'm going to take some rice. I'm going to give you some of.
Very little, not that much.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'll just take the rest.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take the chicken. Here.
Thank
That's
you.
for you.
And here is some chutneys, and I'm really
And some chutney. Take some of the cilantro based chutney, and then some berry based chutney. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
looks
see.
really yummy.
Yeah,
I will
the
take
test
I'll
whether
take some gravy on it.
Yeah, whether it tastes good,
No,
Of course,
it
looks
really,
good, but it has to.
It should be tasted really good. So
Right.
I'll just see the chicken. So it's well cooked. It just cut like a butter. I cut it with the spoon. So I'll take some chicken, I will take some gravy and going to add some of this chutney along with this, and then Chandana are going to try all together
Okay,
with the
yeah,
rice.
that's the whole idea.
So that's the way I'm going to taste it. So all together.
Okay.
Everything is well cooked, great aroma. This, Rezala chicken, means really awesome. Means this is adding a very unique flavor with all the spices, and these vegetables over here. I think Chandana, this is really great.
Thank you. No, actually, another thing I wanted to mention about the Rezala, but I think the aroma that adds to the food, really, I think sometimes too spicy takes over it. But here in this one,
Well
I think
balanced.
everything is very well balanced,
well balanced.
and it just so I'm really glad that you
Yeah.
like it. Thank you again for inviting me to do this and sharing it with our audience and friends, and give us a feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So thank you, Chandana Di. I think this is great. Thanks for coming. I think this is a great show. So friends, try this at home. We have all the description in the spices and the ways we Chandana Di cook this at home. Try this at home. It's very easy. It's really delicious and mouth-watering.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you.